Hey everyone, welcome back to the LearnMathsToday YouTube channel. In this lesson, we're looking at three key parts of a circle. You'll learn how to find their areas and lengths in degrees and also with a new method called radians, and then how to apply them in exam-style questions. As always, don't just watch. Pause and ponder, and take a moment to ask yourself why each step makes sense. Now let's dive in. A circle has three important parts we'll focus on: the arc, which is a part of the circumference, the sector, the slice of the circle between two radii, and the segment, the region between a chord and its arc. Let's start with arcs. Arcs are just part of curves, like these. Now let's watch as a radius traces out an arc on the circumference. The key thing I want to note is that as the angle of the radius changes, the arc length also changes. Let's build on this intuition a bit more. If I rotate that radius a maximum amount of 360 degrees, then the arc stretches out to its maximum length. Clearly, there's a relationship between the arc length and the degrees which is rotated. Let's describe this similarity relationship between the angle of the arc and its arc length. The angle drawn by the arc out of the maximum possible angle that the arc can take is the length drawn by the arc out of the maximum possible length that the arc can take. We can rearrange, and we get this formula for the arc length, where c is the circumference or the maximum possible length that the arc can possibly take. Pause here and try and figure this out for yourself. A little bit more terminology. When the circumference is divided into two arcs, the larger is called a major arc, and the smaller is called a minor arc. Here's our first problem. Pause and take a moment to understand the problem. Now, we want to find the big arc, AYB. Remember the formula for the arc length. Rearranging, we get this. If we understand this problem correctly, the angle that is referred to in the equation is actually a specific one, the reflex AOB, which is more than 180 degrees. And we can find that easily. And sub it into the equation, we get 36.7 centimeters. Notice that we only needed to find the angle that is referred to. The other two variables, which are the total number of degrees, which is 360, and the circumference, are already given in the question. Now let's move on to the second part of this question, finding the perimeter. Notice that the perimeter is made up of the arc, AXB, and also the two radii. So we can easily find the length of the minor sector by taking the arc AXB with the angle 150 over 360 times 2 pi times 10, which is the formula we already know. And we find that the perimeter is the arc length plus the two radii. Easy.
Smash your maths exams. Download Learn Maths today for real exam questions and achieve top marks.